What's going on, guys? I've got here a 2021 Chevy Trailblazer, and I'm using this car to show you how to change the low beam bulb as well as the high beam bulb. So with the hood opened up, we can take a look at how to access these bulbs. So peering in here, we can see on the back of the headlight assembly, there are some access ports here. Very simple to remove them. You just rotate them counterclockwise and they will pop out. Sometimes the gasket will fall out when you do so, so be sure to retain that, and you definitely want to reinstall the gasket if it falls out. The gasket's very important to keep moisture and water out of the headlight assembly. I'll go and remove this one as well. They can be hard to turn, but they will come out eventually. So this is your low beam, and this one is your high beam. So to remove these bulbs from the housing, you reach in and you rotate them counterclockwise. So the high beam is a H9, so it comes out like so. And the bulb itself gets removed from this connector when you pry these tabs open. There's a tab on either side. And when you're doing this, you don't want to yank too hard on this harness because you don't want to damage these wires where they connect to the wiring harness. And as you can see, I'm having a little difficulty doing this one-handed, but you get the idea. So I had to set my phone down briefly to disconnect the tabs, but we've got the bulb out. And you can see the little hooks on either end of this bulb, the H9 bulb. And with the bulb removed from the pigtail, you'll want to inspect the connector. Make sure it is clean, dry, and free of corrosion. And also make sure that the gasket of the bulb comes out of the housing, because your new bulb will include a new gasket. When you install the new bulb, you can put some dielectric grease on there if you'd like. Click it into the harness. Make sure you do not touch the glass. At that point, you can then navigate this back into the housing. It may be a little awkward, but you'll have to position this around, move it around. It can only go in one way. So there we go. Goes in evenly. And you turn it clockwise to lock it in position. And of course, once it's locked in, you'll want to reinstall the access. And the other bulb is the same way. There's a minor difference in the connector, which I'll show you. This one you can disconnect it with just the one singular tab here. And the bulb is a different part number. This bulb is a 9005. Let me set this down briefly. So again, much like the other side, once you have the bulb disconnected, use that opportunity to inspect the pins, make sure that they're free of corrosion. I've seen many headlight bulbs be perfectly intact, but the headlights will not be on due to heavy corrosion present in the connector, or what some people call the pigtail. And installation from this side is pretty much reverse of removal. It can be a little awkward to maneuver the bulb back in. And some of you may find it easier to install the bulb prior to reconnecting it to the harness. There we go.
Hey man, that's what they'll do.
So yeah, I hope this information was helpful for you in changing the headlight bulbs on your 2021 Trailblazer. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know down below, or also let me know if you've got any advice. Thanks for watching.